It was a long week for this Dallas Cowboys team after losing their brother in Marshawn Kneeland, but they said, hey, we're going to go out there, play for Marshawn Kneeland. They go out there and get the win over the Las Vegas Raiders in Week 11, 33-16, the final in Las Vegas. They come back, and it's Victory Tuesday here at the Star. Cowboys, of course, back in the win column, 4-5-1 in the season, but it's really credit to this Dallas defense, a defense that's been struggling all season long up front, at the second level, at the back end, you name it. But they got a guy in Quinnen Williams that certainly made his impact known up front. I welcome in Nicole, Hutchison, George Teague, Quinnen Williams, the star of the show, literally. Talk about him and his impact, George.
Man, it is such a big deal to have this guy with us. You don't know what it means to have someone up front that changes that dynamic for everybody, the linebackers, the secondary. So having him in there as a run stopper, but also as a pass rusher, man, it's a huge pickup.
Yeah, 1.5 sacks. Take it away. What impressed you the most?
All right, well, pass rush. Pass rush. We've always been talking about the secondary, so let's talk about him right now. So first, I just want you to see how much of a man he is. He's lined up outside. He's going to go inside. We're going to move him out of the way, set up a one-on-one matchup with him and the center. So as you see him go, he's actually outside the guard. He goes in. Now he's one-on-one. Do you just see how he becomes a man? Just lifts this guy up, starts to use the technique. When you look at the back angle, you can actually see how he just lifts him up, gets a big rip, and runs the hoop to secure the sack. This changes the whole dynamic of what Eberflus can do with the defense.
Yeah, I mean, they were obviously able to do a lot more five-man front things. That's some success there. But when you talk about interior pressure, this Cowboys defense has been struggling to get pressure as a whole. They had 13 pressures in the first half alone, 8 different guys with at least one of those pressures. That was the most in the first half by this team all season long. But certainly seeing that impact. But on to the next play, tips and overthrows. You got to have those. Marquise Bell with his first career interception.
Yeah, I just want to say that it's such important about what you said about the pressure, creating the pressure, right? So it does things to you like this next play where you are anticipating that they're going to bring the pressure. And guess what? You get caught with the okie doke. They do not bring the pressure, right? So you're actually going to see here, there's a lot of guys up front, but who you need to focus on is this gentleman back here, right? And then also our linebacker in the middle of the field, okay? So where it looks like they got a big heavy set, Nicole, they block with 7 guys. They only got 2 people on the route. Do you see how many defenders we got back there? It's amazing just because we kind of fooled them. And then you have Murray making a great athletic play, flipping his hips, getting the ball up, and then boom, you catch a gift. We love those in the secondary. You catch a gift, tip ball, tip drill, try to get to the house.
Run that play back real fast because this is the linebacker room that we've seen them struggle all season long, getting caught in the backfield with their eyes in the backfield. But you see Kenneth Murray kind of keep his eyes on peripheral vision away. He sees Brock Bowers come over here, and he's able to make the play. So
this is amazing. If you just look right here. So this is where he flips his hips, comes around. It is tremendous athletic ability to be able to show him just find the football. And you've been wanting to see that. He's been doing it, but man, in a situation like this, that's a game-changing moment.
Yeah, a game-changing moment, specifically on offense as well. How about a George Pickens absolutely changing this game for this offense? Because you talk about a team that was 3 and out on their first opening drive, a turnover giving the Raiders a short field, and then they come back and still settle for a field goal. George Pickens was the reason why this offense was able to do what they were able to do.
Man, George Pickens is a beast. And when you got a lot of guys like this and you start trying to figure out, okay, I got all these guys to feed, right? We got all these. How do you keep everybody happy, keep them in balance? Well, that's for the defensive coordinators to worry about how they're going to stop all these guys. So you can't double everybody, right? So they decided they wanted to go one-on-one with our 2 guys here. Man. Okay, so what you're going to do is, we call this a dagger route. Right, he's going to go up the field and run off the safety. Then you have him come in we'll call it a dagger route. If you've seen this, it's a staple for us. He goes up 15 yards and come in. So the first thing you got to do is you got to attack his leverage. You get inside of him, right? At the top of your route, you lean on him a little bit, then break inside. Oh my gosh, here comes the ball. DBs, he's a little nervous. He doesn't make the tackle. Then you got these other DBs that are taking bad angles, and you just run on into the end zone. But, Nicole, there's something that made this play actually happen. We're talking about George Pickens, right? But I want you to see what happens here. This is really critical for this. And you're talking about how creative you can be with the linemen. So there's this other guy right over here that you need to look at, Max Crosby. How do you stop him? So you got two guys. You're always trying to figure out how to chip a guy. So you put Fergie on him. You're probably thinking, well, that's a mismatch. But here comes help from the other side of the line. He gets into him, so you're essentially double teaming him. A lot of times you're thinking it's a back, but it isn't. It's our guard coming from the backside. Gets enough on him where Dak can step up in the hole and then get it to this gentleman who does what he does, makes the play. Now, he's going to have a little bit of fun. I don't know. He just wants to go show a little love to the goalposts or whatever. Costs us 15 yards, but it's great to see the guys having a great time, and beating a team that they should have beaten.
Yeah, this is a George Pickens guy. I mean, there's no words to really put together for him and the type of player that he is. 9 catches, 144 yards, a touchdown, the list goes on. He continues to do it every single week, week in, week out. For you, though, what's the most impressive thing that you saw from them from Arizona until now?
Oh, man. It truly is getting – you got linemen up front now that maybe you're trying to double just Kenny Clark. Now you can't do that. You got Osa, you got Quinnen. Man, come on, you got Kenny. Who are you gonna double to try to stop this pressure? It's gonna make your like I said, the linebackers better, the defensive backs better. So what I've seen is Coach Eberflus being willing to give more pressure because you have those guys and trusting the defensive backs to be able to cover, even if you have some hurt and banged up. But now they're back.
Yeah.
They're back.
They're back.
Let's keep it going, man. It was fun.
Hey, they've finally put some tape that they could be proud of on film, but now the real test begins against Philly. Then they have the Chiefs as well. It's not going to be easy, but hopefully they can just continue to build on top of what they were able to do against the Raiders. But that's it. Cowboys back in the win column, 4-5-1 in the season. Let's see if they can make it a 5th.